we went to management, we asked for a raise. And they basically told us, be glad you got a job, we'll see you later. If you don't like it, go somewhere else, is what they told us.
And now?
And now, when we want money, we go to the bargaining table and we get money.
Before we had the union, our company implemented policies on an almost weekly basis and didn't adhere to any policies that they'd previously set, didn't adhere to promises made. They reduced our wages, reduced our vacation.
The most important reason to bring in a union was because we didn't have the support from the lowest level. So when we had our company basically implementing a whole bunch of rules that were important to them and not thinking about the needs for us, we needed that backup. We needed something to bring us all together as a union to be able to give us a voice.
I mean, they pretend like we're just a dime a dozen, and you know, that's not the case, which they're finding out now because they're trying to get you know, students to weed us out and students to do our job, and you know, everything's messing up. So it's like, well,
some of us wanted more, you know, sick leave or pay or different benefits for leave and things like that. And since there's such a wide variety, definitely focus on the most important things and why that would be so easily achieved with a union.
With a union, you have collective bargaining amongst, you know, your co-workers for job classifications, for wages, for benefits, anything from pension to health insurance to child care.
Lockheed Martin had the opportunity to change anything at their own will, despite any sort of opposition that we had as their workforce. So whether it be vacation, scheduling, seniority, anything that involved us as the workforce didn't really matter to them.
Basically, when you had a supervisor, your manager or whatever would come down on you, it was basically you or him. So everybody was kind of like walking on eggshells around there, because you really didn't have, your verbal warnings and stuff like that. It was basically you or him. And with the union in there, it basically gives you that opportunity to where, if you do mess up, you get a verbal warning about it. It's not, as big of an issue as it was before.
In today's world, it just seems like it's the companies just take away everything, from health care to wages to anything. But with the union, you can get ahead.
If, say, Lockheed wanted to put us on a shift next week that wouldn't work for our schedule, it wasn't normally in our schedule, before the union, we had to come into work despite what we had in a personal life going on. That was our shift now. Now they can't just come in and say, hey, you're going to be into work next week in the morning, even though you had a doctor's appointment or whatnot. So now it's, we have a say in what our schedule is. I love being able to argue, not argue, disrespectfully, but be able to say, you know what, that's not, well, I don't agree with you, I don't agree with this. And all of a sudden, I can't get fired for voicing my opinion. That's always been a fear of my dad's, because I like to speak my mind, and I like to make sure that everything is fair. And now by having a union, it finally gives people that backup, that support, where they can say, wait, that's not right, and not be afraid to lose their jobs.
It helped us also whenever we were looking into joining a union that they were as big as they were, that they do have the experience and that they're able to take care of people.
The fact that the union is so large is a complete asset. It makes a world of difference.
Whenever we was looking at going union, we looked at several different unions, and most of those are dedicated craft. You have the electricians union, the plumbers, pipe fitters union, or even the carpenters union, and we have all of those at our site, and we needed a union that was diverse, that would cover all of those classifications. And with the IAM, that's what we found. They cover everyone from gardeners all the way to air traffic controllers.
It's very important for me to be involved with as many things as possible that I can outside of work. And if I can do it inside work, that's so much easier. We have the union actually, last Christmas we had a food drive, and we actually gave more canned goods, more non-perishable food items than we ever had at this facility. And I don't know if it had anything to do with the union, but I do believe that it did, because it was the union members that were almost competitive. They got excited about doing this.
You heard all the scary deals of, well, if you try to organize, they're going to get rid of you. If you try to, even talk to anybody to find out what's going on, they're going to get rid of you. Once you do organize, they're going to get rid of you. And I mean, it was the scary stuff, because we'd actually been offered to, or somebody tried to organize before, and everybody was too scared to. And it was really nice with this union. We were able to talk to them, and they let us know actually what we had as recourse. That no, just because you're talking to us, it won't happen. We were able to take care of you, and things like that. Where it kind of got rid of all the scary factor of it all, because like I said, all of us were. Most of us had been out there for quite a long time, and we were too terrified to actually even try to organize.
When I saw the IAM flag and it said justice in the workplace and service to the community on the other, all of a sudden it completely clicked for me. That's me. It's so important for me to have justice in the workplace. That's why I am as involved in the union as I am. I can't stand it when there's an injustice. I will always put my neck out for the underdog, and it just clicks for me when you have service for the community, which obviously it's outside of work as well as inside of work. To combine those two is perfect.